Good morning and happy Monday. I love Mondays. I love weekdays because you can do more things. I know people say, well, gee, weekends are for playing. Well, yeah, I know, but I feel like what I'm doing now is playing anyway. All right. How we're doing with the channel issue. What we generally do, it's an animal channel, which is where we try to make sure it's accurate, clean, fun, happy. That's how I basically function. But what I'm also doing, you're going to see at the end. And please, if you don't mind, stay to the end because it helps me. And I know sometimes you go, oh, and I'm the same way when I'm watching other creators, you go, oh, maybe I'm going to move on to something else. But it's not where you say, oh, I hate this. It's just, we only have so much time to do what we do. So anyway, at the end of this, you will see a opportunity for, if you want more information on this topic, there's a podcast between two people that generally talk all about this interesting bond between lions and crocodiles. When I see the suggested title issues, I kind of go, ooh, really? So anyway, that's what we're doing today, and let's get started. The point again, not that you want to spend the time, but it's something, and what's good about podcasts, you can listen to it because it's audio, it's not video. You could listen to it in your car. You could listen to it on your phone. I mean, there's a lot of other choices. If you don't have the time just to watch this video when it's live, or of course it gets recorded by YouTube and it's there for, forever, how long we want to do it. But that's kind of what I've changed, where I was doing the same thing, but I wasn't really personifying the podcast that just goes more in depth and also different points that, and this is a relatively short topic today, but again, the podcast is about 5 minutes long. So, if you can watch that, and a link is at the end of this presentation. So, all right, let's talk about the topic, the bond between lions and crocodiles. And as I said, I would never have guessed this. So anyway, the title of this also is called Intriguing Encounters: The Unexpected Meeting of a Lion and a Crocodile. Now, as a little aside, we all know, let's say somewhere in the world, if this wasn't something that was happening regularly, it could just happen because a specific crocodile and a specific lion decided they were going to be friends. Yeah, that's a one-off. But because this is a topic, this is not an unusual happening. And a lot of what my trends go through are these interesting combinations of where animals, reptiles, insects, they work together and they form a team. So, initial reactions of fear and aggression, but a shift in behavior emerges. And, that's like, I guess, when you have a friend, you don't have a friend, you think it's a friend and it's not, but then all of a sudden you go, hey, that's a pretty good guy, and then you develop a friendship. So it's not unlike that which happens in our world that happens in their world. It's just, I feel it's a lot more extraordinary. Okay, this unlikely bond These are two, and the lioness here would be with two crocodiles. It's two against one, so it's got to have where you've got a good relationship. Anyway, the unlikely bond starts to form, breaking stereotypical perceptions of these animals. And that's why I love, again, things that I find to present that's real, but different and unusual. So we like that. The coexistence in the wild, the lion and the crocodile share a watering hole, a place where both would usually compete for resources. Despite their different hunting techniques and prey, they chose to coexist peacefully. And I know that's a statement that it would be our whole world if we could just coexist peacefully. And I know I sometimes relate animal issues to our issues, but they're pretty damn smart. Their bond challenges our understanding of the dynamics within the animal kingdom. And somebody say, why did you choose animals? One, I love animals. My mother loved animals. And there are so many unique situations like this that it just makes you feel good all over. Because if they can be friends, we can be friends. Okay, in the sense that they have a shared space, is what we're describing. The crocodile tolerates the lion's presence, allowing it to rest near the water. I guess they're kind of first testing each other out a little bit. And they show a mutual respect for each other's boundaries. Their unique bond inspires a deeper understanding of interspecies and their relationships. The power of nature's grace. Nature, old nature, it's wonderful to have it. The lion and the crocodile demonstrate that even fierce predators can coexist. Their unlikely friendship highlights the resilience of nature and the potential for unexpected alliances. Two separate pictures here to show the opportunity of these two animals being together. It is also a reminder that nature is unpredictable and full of surprises. And that's why every morning when I'm ready to do and pull together my presentations, that's exactly how, and I find all these unexpected issues, and in this case, unexpected alliances. I mean, I'm not really sure how they gain by being kind of friends, I guess. But it's certainly worse than if they were because they're sharing, and not that as we would expect, there are not thousands of water holes. And so if more than one animal can share, in this case, a water area, and they need water, it just helps everything. And who knows how many, there might be some, and it's not in the presentation today, but we could have some elephants over on this side that are kind of like, using the water, having fun. And The lions say okay, and the crocodiles say okay, and of course I know I wouldn't expect a alligator or a crocodile going after an elephant. I don't think that's a good idea. Elephants are big, as you know, and when they have their offspring, they protect that offspring big time. And they do it a lot of times in a group. So, the safety in numbers, right? Okay. So anyway, the whole thing is just full of surprises, challenging our preconceived notions about the natural world. The power of nature's grace. The power of nature's grace. The lion and the crocodile demonstrate that even fierce predators can coexist. Now you're looking at a lioness, a lion, and their buddy Croco. Anyway, their unlikely friendship highlights the resilience of nature and the potential for unexpected alliances. I know there's so many of different alliances, and it is appreciated in the world. It is a reminder that nature is unpredictable and full of surprises, challenging our preconceived notions about the natural world. Now, there's always, like you might say, a final theme. And what it is what we call the message of hope. The message of hope, the story of this unlikely bond, offers hope and inspiration. I mean, I'm inspired when I read any of these animal issues and present them and find how just unlikely things happen. And, as I've promised you as a channel, I don't tell you things that I know are wrong. And that's how I function in business and in my life. I'm not sure why you need for me to be saying stuff that are just isn't true. And I know there's a lot of that on YouTube. And some of it, I guess, people say, well, it's how I get more people to watch my videos. But I won't do it because, again, I have literally, if I see somebody doing what we call clickbait, where it says, hey, the earth is ending today at 2:00, and there's a big picture of something hitting the earth, you're like, oh, no, I better look at that. And you look at it, and it's not even, no, that's not happening. And you go, oh, come on. So what I do a lot of times, I will literally, if I see this channel doing, and I'm not like, Mr. Run around and I'm the rule maker, but the point is, I feel when you're presenting, it's got to be honest. Whether you like it or you don't like it, it's just got to be honest. I don't like to contrive things. So when people put something up on YouTube and they say the thumbnail is so important, a lot of times if somebody that might look at your video or listen to your podcast, they might just go, because the thumbnail is not really exciting, so they kind of move on. And that's my problem, if you know what I'm saying. But if they say, hey, that sounds interesting, I want to see this, it has to be truthful. And again, nowhere you say, hey, come on, do you need views and watch time that much? I hope not. Anyway, it shows that even in the face of adversity, unexpected connections can flourish. And here's one of them. This unlikely friendship reminds us of the beauty and power of diversity in the animal kingdom. So, we've come to the end. And again, it's a little short expose of lions and crocodiles. But please, if you can, it's on the bottom of this, what you're looking at right now, if you're looking at it. And I will also post it on the site. And again, all it does is it takes what I've done for 15 minutes, and it's not a longer time period as to the podcast, but it's two people going through the thoughts on this whole thing. And it just brings up additional information that could be helpful to you and hopefully interesting. But anyway, I want to thank you so much. And if you stay to the end, thank you. Because and I go, this is not your problem, it's my problem. But the whole thing you get measured on is how many subscribers you have, and also how many watch hours. Now, this is 15 minutes, 16 minutes now, almost 17. But bottom line, if you watch it through the end, I get 17 minutes from you. Thank you. If you say, not that very good, and I do it too, so don't think I'm Mr. Prude here, but I always feel funny when I leave somebody's presentation, not mine, I mean somebody else's, and I do say a lot of times, I will go back to it, because sometimes life gets in the way, and you have to say, well, I've got to move on. But if it's something you like and you're interested in, you will go back to it. So anyway, I hope I've bugged you enough, but I want to thank you. And I really appreciate your support. It really, really does help. And I hope you're doing okay, and really take care, and thank you, and have a good beginning of the week here. Take care.